President Trump's former national security advisor, Michael Flynn, had his long-awaited sentencing delayed on Tuesday when a judge ruled that he wanted to see Flynn continue to cooperate, and Flynn's lawyers agreed that he would continue to do so. That agreement did not get reached until the judge had some choice words for Michael Flynn, for his legal team, for a filing that they made last week in which they implied or suggested that the FBI had basically tricked Michael Flynn into lying, had not told him he needed to have a lawyer present, had not told him that lying was in fact something that was illegal. And so over the past week, we've basically seen a lot of arguing about whether or not Michael Flynn was actually treated fairly by the FBI and by extension by Robert Mueller's Russia investigation.
I think it's a great thing that the judge is looking into that situation.
After Flynn's lawyers last week filed a sentencing memo that made these allegations, a number of President Trump's most fervent supporters on Fox News and elsewhere, President Trump himself, they argued basically that this was a reflection of a corrupt investigation, a reflection of the government going after Trump allies to try and get to the president, and basically argued that Michael Flynn was a military general who had been railroaded by the government and who actually didn't do anything that bad.
Judge Sullivan can throw out this guilty plea if he concludes the FBI intentionally interfered with their target, Flynn's constitutional right to counsel.
We saw a number of them suggesting that maybe this would lay bare the entire fraudulent investigation. Maybe the investigators would be charged with entrapment or a perjury trap. But what happened on Tuesday was decidedly the opposite of that. Instead, Judge Sullivan, who had requested that additional information, made sure to make Michael Flynn admit to his crimes, say that he knew exactly what he was doing, that it was against the law to lie to investigators, and basically accept responsibility for his crime. The judge wanted Michael Flynn's sentencing delayed so that he could continue to cooperate with another investigation and looming trial involving his former business partner, Bijan Kian, who was indicted on Monday for his work on behalf of the government of Turkey, which is also work, by the way, which Michael Flynn himself was involved in. Had Michael Flynn been sentenced on Tuesday, he would not have been required to cooperate with that investigation. I thought it was really interesting that not only did the government want to delay this sentencing, but also that Michael Flynn's lawyers accepted that. They were in a situation in which special counsel Robert Mueller's team had recommended no jail time. But the judge today, in the course of repudiating and rebuking Flynn's legal team, actually suggested that there could be jail time on the table here. So perhaps Flynn's team just wanted to get as far away from that rebuke as possible, maybe have the sentencing happen after he's cooperated more with investigators in that case with his former business partner. Perhaps he'd get a more favorable sentence from the judge.